Howdy everyone, and welcome back to the Luna Geeks Out channel. We are finally back with some Accident. Today, I'm going into saying the titles of the songs. I need to go on a tangent real quick, because I'm probably going to get these wrong. Okay, as I start off, major thank you to Galaxy from the Starry Door Discord server for helping me figure some of this stuff out here. The different writing systems using these titles was throwing me off. Essentially, we have the usage of both Hangul and Hanja within these titles. I don't know if I'm saying those right. To my understanding, putting this through Google Translate, they're basically saying the exact same thing. So I'm going to be reading off just the Hangul here. If that messes with the titles, I do apologize. But we have the two songs here. The first is Geog, which I believe, unless I'm mistaken here, I believe is the intro track off of Karma. And then we have Guigognolom, not confident on that pronunciation either, and that track comes off of their upcoming EP, which is why I was really excited to get the opportunity to check this one out. Why, if you saw the last video, you saw I actually changed the track from them we got so we could go ahead and get to this one before that EP releases in a short little while. But anyways, yes, if I am messing up those titles, I do apologize. Going forth, I'll just be referring to them as the first track and the second track or something along those lines to make it easier for myself. But anyways, yeah, Accident, such a cool group. Checked them out a while back, had a great time. Looking forward to checking these things out. So, without further ado, let's hop into it. Okay, yeah, that is the intro track off of Karma. I said that already. Such a good intro track, by the way. Actually, is there where? Pretty much the exact same intro track was used on Dystopia. Just with electronic elements instead of the folk elements you see here. I prefer this version. They call a response with the crowd, always good to see that kind of thing. Man, this is missing from the recording of this. And here's the new track. Okay, so again, it's sort of folk elements in there. There's a good bass in the background.
모든 것들이 너를 위한 거야. 즐겨 네가 원한다면 꽃밭도 만들어줄 수 있어. 네가 원한다면
That's a cool effect right there.
너만의 상상 속 낙원. 네가 원한다면 달이 높게 떠오르면 저 산에 울려 퍼지는 소리. 불을 밝혀라.
This is a pretty upbeat film, musically speaking. Stuff just to be a bit darker. I kinda like it. Well, that's a nice right there as well.
두 눈을 크게 뜨고 발을 높이 들고 뛰어보자 이라디아. 나비가 되어 자유롭게 날아볼래. 정말 기분 좋을 거야. 기대어 자유롭게 뛰어볼래 정말 기분 좋은 거야 네가 원한다면 꽃밭도 만들어줄 수 있어 네가 원한다면
There's something layered in the background there. I don't know what instrument that is, but something. Sounds like a string instrument, maybe? Not sure. It's a cool sound, though.
저 산에 울려 퍼지는 소리 불을 밝혀라 또 높이어라 두 눈을 크게 뜨고 팔을 높이 들고 뛰어보자 에라디아
Pauses in the music, shifting into... Ooh!
반드시 그
I was thinking we were missing the heaviness, and there it is.
누구에게도 이곳에 존재들기 만들 여길 떠나고 싶어져
Guitar is giving me
다시는 못 돌아가게
Trivium
될
vibes,
거야.
maybe? That's cool right there. Is it Trivium? Might have been a different band. Going almost a bit industrial there at the end? Okay. That was an interesting one. They're keeping things fresh. That is nice. I'm looking forward to checking out the studio version of that one, definitely. I'm not gonna be quite as excited as Grand Guignol was, but that's still really good. Now, as expected, I was not only not able to find any English lyrics, I was not able to find any lyrics at all. So we are skipping straight ahead to the review, starting off with the first track. As expected, I quite liked it. That is my favorite intro track of theirs, because they've got, I think it's SE off of their self-titled EP. That's nice. It's fun vibes in that one. I like it. It fits the EP. But it's not what I'm going to go and listen to on my own. And then it boils down between this one and Beginning off of Dystopia. And I just prefer this one a little bit more. I like those sort of folk elements in it. That's a bit more my kind of thing. I enjoy some good like electronic stuff and metal music, but man, folk elements are just, that's going to get me excited, you know? So that was about as expected. Live performance sounds like it was just a backing track there. Which, you know, it works. I enjoy seeing a live band, for sure, but a backing track makes perfect sense. It works. I'm not going to offer up any criticism against that. So there wasn't any real audio differences, is the main point I'm trying to make there, but that's a great track. Love that one. And I did like how they brought in that sort of call and response with the crowd. I brought in those harsh vocals, the screams, for a moment. That was really cool. That's something that could have worked on the actual recording of it, depending on how it was incorporated, but I think that's a very good sort of changing it up for the live show, getting the crowd hyped up, everything like that. That was very cool. There's not a lot to say on it, but it was very cool. Moving on to the second track. Oh, that was nice. Starting off vocals, they were, of course, live vocals. A lot of the imperfections and such that are going to show up in a live performance were certainly apparent, but that's not to say that they were bad by any means. They were quite nice. They were quite nice. The clean vocals were great. I'm I'm trying to think of the different sections, and it's all gone. The chorus, I particularly like. The chorus tends to be the case. That's the section that's meant to be, the hook to bring you in. So, yeah, the choruses were really good. The verses were fine. Didn't hit me quite as much. And then, while it didn't sound like this was being done live, there was like the more almost choral kind of vocals, if you will. I thought those were a great additional touch, another layer to the music. And then finally, you had the harsh vocals coming in during that breakdown. I was thinking, we're missing those here. We're missing that good heaviness. And then it came in. I was not actually expecting it. And this was a song that I thought was going to stay pretty light throughout. I would actually been fine with that. I think that would have worked. But they brought in that breakdown. They brought in the harsh vocals there. And it was fantastic. It was fantastic. I don't have much to say on it, but it was fantastic. Guitar. It was nice. There's some good riffing in there, not as apparent as some of their other tracks, but you just had some good riffing in the background there. It was quite nice. There was that one bit that again reminded me of, I want to say Trivium, but it could be a different band, just that more melodic guitar that popped in at one point. I thought that was cool. I liked it. You had that sort of pseudo guitar solo at one point as well, which is quite nice. A good extra little element within the music. I quite liked the guitar here. The bass, not as apparent as it has been in some of the other stuff I've heard from them, though that may just be due to the live recording and not due to the actual mixing on the song itself. But the bass I thought was good. The moments where it came forth, I really liked it. They tend to have some great bass in their stuff, so I'm able to say from the bits I heard that, yeah, this is on par with everything else they've put out. So the bass was nice. Drums were fantastic. They had some great moments in there. Not a lot to say on them. I rarely have a lot to say on drums, but they were fantastic. And then we had the real highlight of the track. The real highlight of the track. There was the folk elements again. I'm assuming that would be like traditional Korean stuff. The only like traditional folk music I'm really aware of is American folk music, so you'll have to forgive me for not knowing a lot of what was being incorporated there. But that was very cool, very cool. Reminded me a bit of actually the intro track on here. It had some similar elements. It was doing something different as well. Reminded me a little bit of a Wagaki band, I think it is as well. Hopefully I'll know who I'm talking about. I can't remember if I got their name right or not. I was mixed up if it's Wagaki band or Wakagi band. I think it's Wagaki, but I might be going crazy. But it reminded me a bit of that as well, sort of that blend of folk and metal and everything. All in all, this was a fun song. It was good that they were diversifying their what is the word I'm looking for? Their discography, I guess, a bit more. Diversifying their styles, I guess. Where you had that first EP, fairly straightforward, like gothic rock kind of stuff. Karma keeps that up, brings in a little bit of the folk stuff, but keeps that up. And then you have Dystopia that comes out, brings in the electronic stuff a bit more on the pop side of things. Reminded me a lot of Necronomicon, actually, which I thought was pretty cool, even though that is still my least favorite from them. It doesn't hit quite as hard. And then you have Grand Guignol, of course, going insanely hard. Still my favorite track they've got so far. I'm really looking forward to the studio version of that. And then you have this, which is it's a fun song, which they've been lacking. Like Dystopia has a little bit of that, but it's not quite this. This is just a fun song. It's kind of upbeat. Like, this is a song that I felt happy listening to, right? And they don't have any other songs that are like it. Like, I'm happy listening to their stuff because I really like it, but none of them sort of have that emotion contained within them. This was a fun, sort of happy, sort of upbeat song. Good shift from what they've been doing. So more of a heavy focus on those folk elements, which I thought was pretty cool, bringing in a very different sound with that as well, not just that more emotional sound. So yeah, that was quite nice, and well, I rarely talk about this kind of thing. I thought the live performance was solid as well. The dance and everything, that is something I'm not qualified to speak on at all, so I'm gonna keep this short, but I thought it was good. I don't pay much attention to that stuff. If y'all know me, y'all know I am here for the alt-idol scene, for the music, and that is it. So, that kind of thing means nothing to me, but I thought it was fun. All in all, I'm hopeful for the recording of this. It's dropping soon. I think that's going to be a bit better than this live performance, but this was a very good live performance regardless. A little weaker than the other live performance I've seen from them, but not bad by any means. Super, super fun song, really well written, really well performed. Lot of good stuff in here. And again, this is one of those things where I think that what this represents on a larger picture is better than what it is on its own, because on its own, it's a fun song. But in the larger picture, it's showing that they've got more stuff they can do, they can bring in more sounds, and it gives me really hope for what's to come in the future with trying some different stuff and going around to different styles of music and different genres and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's really exciting in that manner. I had Discord open this whole time. Hopefully there weren't any pings during the reaction section. But anyways, I'm out of things to say. So y'all know the drill. It's time to figure out what we'll be checking out next time. The list keeps going up every time I chip away. Something new comes out. So bands need to stop releasing stuff. I hope they keep releasing stuff because it's fun, but they gotta stop releasing stuff so I can get through with this. But, anyways, let's give it a spin, see what gets sent our way. This feels like it takes longer every time. Atarashigako again? Okay. AG1 is, I believe, that is The Edge. I believe that's what that track is. AG1 again, that is very soon after the last one. No complaints about that. Super fun group. Always enjoy checking their stuff out. The last track from them was fantastic, so this one should be quite nice as well. I am struggling today. Atarashigako, I am looking forward to that. That is going to be quite fun, I'm sure. Actually, probably a good follow-up to this. A little bit out there, a little interesting, very fun, probably upbeat, knowing the stuff I've heard from them. Yeah, that is good right there. A lot of alt-idol stuff as of late. That is weird. What's the picker reel up to? What's it got planned? But I am out of things to say. So, thank you all for watching. Be sure to like if you liked, subscribe if you want to see more, and comment down below with your own thoughts on the tracks, any feedback or criticism, or anything you want me to react to. In the description, link to the live performance so you can go check it out, support the artist. Link to my Excellent Reactions playlist, my alt-idol reactions playlist, my rock and metal reactions playlist, and my Korean music reactions playlist, so you can check out some similar content from me, and then links to my Discord server, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify playlist of all the songs I've reacted to, at least the ones up on Spotify, and my link tree, which has all my other stuff in it in case any of that interests y'all. Anyways, like I said, that's going to do it. So once again, thank y'all for watching, and until next time, I'll be seeing ya.